They want to end the relationship with you and break up. Cheating is the least likely answer as to why. So this video has been a long time coming. I've brought it up in another one about how society's programmed us to think the immediate solution or the reason for some breakup is cheating. Shows like Cheaters have conditioned us into going, that's the only answer. So why is it the least likely one? Statistically, 20 to 25% of the reason for divorce and breakup is infidelity, the lowest on the list of why a relationship ends. So above that, 35 to 40% is financial stress. And then you've got 50-60% is incompatibility and constant conflict. And then 70-75% is a lack of commitment and growing apart. So yes, I know that didn't all fit together. It didn't pick up from the other one, but that's statistics and research. So of course there's a bit of leeway in it, but it doesn't change the fact infidelity is the lowest. The least reason a partner's going to leave you or file for divorce. It seems to be high because scammers use it on dating sites. They go, I walked in on my husband/wife and they were in bed with my best friend. It's everywhere. It's just everywhere. People used to say things like, it didn't work out. They're not my type. Remember that one? Remember that used to get used a lot? They're not my type. There was a legitimate reason of personality conflict and wanting different things. But now, because people are conditioned and programmed by television and social media. I remember someone at work, his reason for someone not messaging you or spending time with you, they said, and I need to actually look up a list because it's a long list. So he said, if they're not talking to you, they're talking to someone else. Okay? I won't mention what race they were or anything, but it was a very simplistic thing. And you know what? This is out and out wrong. It was just not correct information, and it's just some sort of pop psychology BS that people don't want to think anymore. They don't want to go, so what could it be besides that, which is the lowest on the list? They could be shock horror, tired, and oh dear, someone could be overwhelmed. Or they could be working as well. Did anyone think of that one? Depressed even. Maybe a family member died. But no, we're just going to go, nah, they're off shagging someone because that's got to be the reason. Oh, they could be avoidant attachment style. Oh, do we even know about attachment style? We'll just throw them in the bed with someone else so I can think with it because I really don't want to excel my brain power in to go, they might actually just be rejecting me for a reason. And even if they are in bed with someone else, they're still rejecting you. But maybe it's just something more. Maybe they actually want a partner that can think beyond sex as being the reason for them leaving you. Maybe they actually want someone that could go, maybe my partner's tired, overwhelmed. Maybe they could be working to earn money to pay bills. See, that's just beyond my comprehension. And then they could just be confused. They could need space. They could be deregulating. They could be like trying to find a calm space. They could be busy. They could be not in the mood. They could be living their life. What a list, hey? Just imagine that. Pick one. Pick one. But how about you just don't go, they're having sex, they're cheating on me, they're with someone else. Well, if their libido's that high, then maybe it's your fault for not being able to keep up with them or satisfy them. But that's not the reason. It's psychological, it's somatic, it's attachment style. It is just so many other things. So what's the workaround with it? Maybe instead of jumping to a conclusion, maybe communicate, or maybe allow them to have space. Because in this stress-filled world of money issues, of holding down a job, of one or more jobs, of paying a mortgage, of trying to eat healthy, of trying to find time to manage your physical and mental health, it's like, it's highly unlikely their libido's even ticking away and they're thinking of having sex, because they're probably thinking of all of these other things that they've got a partner who doesn't even want to think about it, who doesn't want to go, well, the simplest answer is they're cheating on me because a television show dictated it. They're cheating on me because some scammer used that as a way to try and weasel money out of me. They're cheating on me because that's the go-to. Because people don't want to think, they don't want to feel, and they don't want to be considerate for a partner. Maybe they just go, I don't want to see you tonight. And you could be anxious attachment. So you get very, very upset about this. You take it personally. You can go into protest behavior. You go, well, they must be cheating on me then. And that's your issue. It's not their issue. You need to do the work on yourself. You need to arrive at a calm space and have trust in your partner. In fact, if cheating on you is your go-to for your partner, what sort of relationship is it in the first place? What sort of relationship do you have with your partner that you will literally assume at the first instance they've jumped in bed and they're having sex with someone else? Do you even want to be in that relationship? Wouldn't you rather have some trust going on there? Wouldn't you rather be confident that your partner wouldn't do that? If you're actually in that relationship and that's your go-to, if they miss a text message, if they miss a phone call, if they're not in the mood for sex, if they say they don't want to see you tonight, all of those things could be 100% legitimate. 100% the reason. And nowhere in it is them wanting to jump into bed. You've got a 1 in 4 chance of that being the reason your partner wants to leave you. A 1 in 4 chance. 4. So one of them is cheating on you. Then you got 3 completely different scenarios of a multitude of reasons. So if as a society we looked at this, and what if you got avoidant attachment style? What if you have someone who just can't handle the closeness because it's a defense mechanism that allows their anxiety to calm down, where they're not overwhelmed, where they feel that they're not losing their identity and they want space. But if you are going to go, well, they're cheating on me, why are you in that relationship? Why do you want to actually have a partner that you go in your head, they will jump into bed with someone else. Is that a healthy, trusting relationship? A lot of people would say no. So then people have to say, why are you in that relationship? And then you might have to go, well, maybe I'm anxious. Maybe I just desperately need to hang on to someone to cope with my childhood trauma. But you don't want to go and deal with the childhood trauma. You just want to latch on to someone else that co-regulates you, and in a moment they're not there to keep you calm, you want to be abusive and insulting towards that partner in protest behavior and go, well, you must be off shagging someone. But then you'd still want that partner back, wouldn't you? If they phoned you up, say, sorry, I fell asleep, and you may just destimulate and go, oh, I've got them back. It's anxiety. And then if it's if it's your reason, it's like, how can you look at it? Why is it your reason? What's going on with you that is the go-to? They didn't answer my phone call. They must be in bed with someone else. Do we even know what healthy and unhealthy is? A healthy relationship would be trusting, caring, good communication. And what's the word in there? Trust. Literally what's going on with the world at the moment, if cheating's the go-to, then you don't have trust in your relationship. And that's why you don't want to look at it yourself, that what's going on in me that I can't trust someone. It's like, it's just a sad state of affairs on planet Earth that's it. When you all can go and research, why do people divorce, why do people break up, and you'll find infidelity is the least likely answer. I'm sure if I get comments, it's going to be, you're full of BS because my partner cheated on me. Well, anecdotal evidence doesn't hold water. Someone saying it happened to them is fine. That makes up the 20% statistic. But how about if 75% of other people wrote in and said, we grew apart. I lost interest. We're financially stressed. I can't stop thinking about money, so I can't even focus on the relationship anymore. I need to go to work because I want to pay bills. So, and then people literally do grow apart. It actually happens. Believe it or not, people expand as human beings. They develop different interests. They can just go, I find my partner boring. It happens when one person goes and studies. If you just start off in the same level and you both stay the same, it's probably likely you stay together. But the moment someone starts doing something different, gets a bigger circle of friends, it's a sad fact of life, but they may look down on you and go, oh my God, they are just so boring. They just want to do the same things. Now I'm expanding my mind. That is just personal growth, and that's something we know will happen in a relationship. People do like to expand knowledge, learn new things, make new friends. It's a natural part of evolution and expanding your knowledge base. So, financial stress is the one after infidelity. Then there's constant conflict, incompatibility, and that happens just, even people's moods can change. I mean, the simple fact is with women, and there's even talk of men's menopausal stuff, right? But a lot of reasons actually are hormonal. If you look at the empty nest syndrome, there are many couples break up. The kids leave, and the kids could have been a reason to stay together. But coincidentally, it coincides with generally the years that the woman will enter menopause. Now, I am not trying to target or attack women in any way here. A lot of women will openly admit they became more irritable, they don't sleep well, and everything that goes along with it. Some people breeze through menopause. But all I'm trying to get to is statistics. It's statistically proven that a lot of divorces happen in late 40s and 50s onwards. It's not likely it's coincidental because women and men are referencing that as the reason. Some women will openly say, I have had female friends say they have stood there yelling at their husband, and in their mind they're going, why am I doing this? It's a sad fact of life. It's just something that happens with Homo sapiens, right? Our bodies change. We're born, we go through puberty, blah, blah. Even there's talk around men's brains aren't even mature until their late 20s, nearly 30s. So we're in a society where people are saying when you hit 18 in some countries, 21 in others, you are an adult. It's the most ridiculous thing that's going on out there. Like, the secondhand ticks midnight and go, oh my God, I'm an adult. I can vote. I can do this. And you're barely any different. So what's it got to do with attachment style on the channel? It's got a lot to do with it. It's got a lot because the parasympathetic co-regulation of anxious people relies on a constant physical touch of their partner. They need to be around them. They're seeking reassurance, and they actually regulate by holding hands and that. And if that partner's all of a sudden not there, their anxiety goes up. And then when their anxiety goes up, they're not cognitively thinking clearly, and they will conjure things up. They will go, oh, maybe they're cheating on me. Maybe I'm not good enough. There could be numerous reasons. I've done a video on texting, how each attachment style relates to it, how secure. If a text is missed, they just go, they must be busy. The anxious goes into protest behavior and go, they must be cheating on me, they mustn't love me anymore, they've been in an accident, and all of this stuff. Your dismissive doesn't even care. So they mightn't even care if their partner was cheating. They'll just go, I'll just discard them, as dismissives say on some help pages. They're using a word, discarded my partner. There's threads on, did you ever want a partner back that you discarded, like threw out like rubbish? That's the pop psychology lingo at the moment. And when you think about it, it's quite disgusting, because you're literally talking about throwing out an old TV or something and getting a new one. But that's how the human race currently at the state in 2026 is pretty much thinking. It's like there's stats of men. The majority of men under 30 in America don't even want to date anymore. Okay? So that's not even so much an attachment style, is it? It's more of a agreed upon group thought in society. Let's just completely change things. Feminism have it with women who just go, I don't need a man. And it's fine. But genuinely that's coming from being dismissive avoidant or fearful avoidant. It can be linked back to attachment style. There's actually no denying that, because it's a personality trait, it's a generational trait, it's a trauma trait. It's actually all proven through group studies, through self-voluntary surveys. There could be something. Are you dismissive, avoidant, and why are you single or whatever? And they'll go, I just don't need anyone. I am just happy by myself. I get overwhelmed if someone is needy. You hear that a lot. You hear dismissive and fearfuls going, my partner's so needy, they dared to message me 3 times in a day. That's just outrageous. And I have said it before, that your dismissives will even, there's a very common thread where they go, I don't think we need to talk every day. That's what some people think a relationship is. Oh, no, don't bother texting me tomorrow. I don't need to hear from you. But you're my other half. You're the one I want to marry. You're the one I'm married to. But hey, give me a day's break. You know what? In a world where nothing is normal, the average relationship is sharing beds together, talking together, being supportive. So 60% is secure, and 40% is a substantial number for things not to be in the realms of sharing a bed, cuddling, being supportive, having breakfast together. It's like, yes, work gets in the way, life gets in the way, like I said to you before. So there you go. That's a double backup on why they're not cheating, because of all these other reasons. So I wanted to do this video because it's such a common thing. It's what someone's at work who should have known better. They actually worked in mental health, and then they're just like, if they're not talking to you, they're talking to someone else. And that was a pretty poor effort. In fact, they even said, I don't need to understand the mental health of my partner because I'm not their psychologist. Well, if you want to go into a relationship not caring about the mental health of your partner, you probably want to look at, should you even be having a relationship? Because a relationship is about support. It is about care. It is, dare I say it, about love, the elusive word in the language of Homo sapiens. It means so many different things. It can mean tragedy. It can mean totally consumed. But generally, people who want to get married, generally want to make a lifelong commitment, not a part-time commitment. So the next time you hear, oh, they must have been cheating, or you think your partner's cheating, just go and research it and just think that it's 1 in 4 chances they are cheating. So why don't we all go away and have a think about, that these 3 other people who aren't cheating, think of all of the different reasons they want to break up.